What do you do when you get angry? Do you cry? Do you yell? Do your muscles grow and you begin to turn green? Probably not. A few years ago, I had just gotten home from a trip and I was really angry. I came inside the house and in frustration, I took my keys and I threw them as hard as I could against the wall. When that happened, the key remote on my keychain broke. The thing is, we all get angry from time to time, don't we? But the problem is, most of us don't know what to do with that anger. A guy by the name of John Linden once said, "Anger is energy." The question then comes down to, what are we supposed to do with that pent-up energy? I think Jesus gives us a great example of this in John chapter 2. It says, "When it was almost time for the Jewish Passover, Jesus went up to Jerusalem. In the temple courts he found people selling cattle, sheep, and doves, and others sitting at tables exchanging money. So he made a whip out of cords and drove out all from the temple courts, both sheep and cattle. He scattered the coins of the money changers and overturned their tables. To those who sold doves he said, 'Get these out of here. Stop turning my Father's house into a market.'" As a kid, I always thought that the anger was the sin. But as you can see here, it's really not. The sin typically comes by the way that we respond to the anger, and ultimately what we do with that pent-up energy that anger causes. Now, if Jesus would have, say, maybe punched the money changers, that would have been the sin. But instead, he used his energy to drive home a point. His point: don't use God's house as a marketplace. Since breaking the key remote a few years ago, I decided to change the way that I dealt with my anger as well. Partly because now when I get angry, my wife hides the keys from me. But more so, I learned, hey, maybe I should just start doing something constructive when I get angry. So now, I clean the house. I mean, let's face it, if you have 4 kids, there's always a room to clean. This way, I can burn off the energy that anger brings, all while making my wife happy. Because now, she's got to clean her house. So the next time that you get angry, think about how you respond to it. Because that is where sin lies. And if you respond to it well enough, it might make your spouse really happy.